Rewards are powerful because they satisfy cravings. But what makes this difficult is that we're not often conscious of the cravings that drive our behaviors. Most cravings are like this, obvious in retrospect, but incredibly hard to see when we were under their sway. When the reward is more tangible, like snacking or smoking or having a drink, then the reward can be easier to identify. To figure out which cravings are driving our particular habit may take some time, so don't give up. So what is your reward for striking out when you feel threatened by a team member? You know, as you analyze your reward, you may realize feeling threatened is not the cue at all. So keep notes, because after you identify the routine and the reward, you are going to need to identify the cue. Careful thinking now will give you clues for future reference. So how do you identify the reward? Well, you brainstorm with yourself. Or you may want to include a trusted friend that knows you well enough to help you. Either way, use the sheet provided in your packet and write down every thought that comes to your mind as you ponder, how did I feel after I, and then fill in the blank. Nothing is too trivial. Write it down. Think of yourself as a scientist collecting data. Studies show that writing down a few words helps in our later recalling what you were thinking at the moment and helps in finding patterns. When you review your notes, it will be much easier to remember what you were thinking and what you were feeling at that precise instant, because your scribbled words will trigger a wave of recollection. By experimenting with different rewards, you can isolate what you are actually craving. And this is absolutely essential in redesigning your habit. Once you've figured out the routine and the reward, what remains is identifying the cue.